Nah, I'm gonna mute. All right, let's see. So we got our pen tool here. Move this up into the corner. All right, so already we're seeing kind of the default setup. One person going to each home hill, one person playing towards. Actually, they're running a little bit differently. So they're taking who's on cog. Splyce runs a different path up top. So Splyce was running a different path towards up top, rather than having like 3 people run the same direction. Or I mean, rather than having like it split up, they had 3 people run the same direction. So so what happens is, because of that, they probably run into each other some point coming up top, which causes them to get here late. So it allows eUnited to run straight in to the B hill area. And then what Icy's going to do, which he's doing right now, so you can see. So Icy's right here. And the reason he's taking the spot and not capping the B hill is because we can see Rocher right here, right? And the reason that he can't take the B hill is because Rocher can just shoot up like that through that fence, either with a Lancer or a shotgun. And you can actually get shotgun chunks through that fence. So where Icy is right now, Rocher could maybe go out wide and cross him, but we know that eUnited probably has a person playing somewhere over there on apples. So right now this is kind of a safe setup, and what they're going to have to do is wait for some kind of play to be made or some kind of action to take place in order to actually, make a successful cap on B hill. I wish there was a way I could slow it down, but whatever. I'm gonna turn it. So the reason Demo pushed up like that is because he saw their guy kind of feign pushing up. But what it did, and here's one of Demo's biggest flaws, is it made him go kind of over aggressive, and with that over aggression he was easy to kill, and this kind of forced his team to react because of that. So now we're going to see the rest of them get cleaned up, and that gives control of B hill to Splyce. And Excel's 1v1'd his guy, so I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was in the bottom left hand corner. So because of that, Splyce has a chance, or Excel's had a chance to go to the Splyce home hill, but they turned around and stopped that real quick. So this smoke was a bad smoke. This was an error. Like, throwing a smoke right here doesn't do anything. That smoke needed to be put right in here or right back here. And the reason for that is, obviously there's nobody over here, but there's also nobody who sits over there. Like, the closest anybody could be sitting to that spot is behind this cover right here, or behind this cover right here. But either of those, like, maybe this one would get stunned, but this one definitely wouldn't. So that's why he, like, should know to put the smoke right here, or even like in the doorway more. So like this whole area right here, it would be better for the smoke than back here. So this is basically one wasted smoke making this push. That smoke right there was a good one, and so was that one. But Splyce fell back out of the hill, and here's the issue. Like, eUnited threw the smokes and then didn't make a play, and then retreated. So now Demo's down and dead. Who was that who flanked? Icy tried to flank because he was trying to apply pressure, but the rest of his team fell back. So what that means to me is that his team wasn't communicating with each other. Luckily for them, Excels has control. See, look, now they're pushing into a 2-on-3. Who was that who just died? It looks like Demo's character. Yeah, Demo's dead. So Demo pushed aggressively by himself early and didn't have his team with him. When you make pushes like that, you have to have the whole team with you.
Soto has won championships before. He knows what it takes to win here. But Excels, this man can lead anybody. Pretty much all eUnited has to do.
All right, I really don't like this casting. All right, so again, like, here's another push. One person dies really early, and now it's like left into kind of like this chaotic fight. And this is one of the reasons why this fight up here is kind of cancer, because it's so chaotic and it doesn't have any like sense. Demo should be picking up that meat shield right now. There we go. See, now Demo, and he drops the meat shield. What? I don't like, none of that would have happened right there if he hadn't dropped the meat shield. He could have slowly made his way in and forced the guy to come towards him or to roll back. Either way, he would have been better off with the meat shield. Splyce basically just held control of up top and had better control the entire round. I actually didn't watch this game, so knowing eUnited, they're going to put something down either on both sides here or both sides up here to try to kind of stalemate it. So like in a weapon picking scenario, you can put weapons down on the side hit like on these to sort of try to keep the map the same. Like you could put a weapon that doesn't influence it too much because most of those are secondary weapons. You can't really put a power weapon there except for sniper or ensigns, I guess, if you count ensigns. So by putting like Boltox, or even though Boltox are strong and Retro Lancers are strong, it's not influencing the game as much as it would if you put snipers or shot grenades, snipers or ensigns down. Shot grenades are another common stalemate weapon. At least that's what I call them. And you'll see them put here. It's something that we used to do, and then we'd use shocks to change how the fight plays up top. Good Lord, they're taking their sweet ass time. For future ones of these, I'll try to download these. Hopefully they show the overhead map again. Realistically, because of the initial, eUnited shouldn't have lost their round. Okay, like look right here. We have 3 people for eUnited coming this direction and 2 for the Splyce coming this direction. And then one of these people is going to curve up and take apples, like take this area, while these 3 run straight up. But that guy, those 2 got there at the same time. So here's another chaotic fight, but Icy was able to clean it up. So they have control of B Hill right now, and there's no reason for Icy to be standing there. He can be tucked into the corner. Like they should be calling to set up because they won that control. Demo moving into the B Hill just slowed them down, and I don't know what Soto was doing right there. Splyce did a good job pushing into that, though. Damn, Excel's is handling his kid. He choked a Boltox shot or 2 there. But he's playing with a meat shield and playing it slow. Oh, he missed a shot. Unfortunate. Oh, man. Icy's in a bad spot. He should have just gone for the break. He should have known he was going to die and just gone for the break. Who is that? Dispensa. All right, so they've got control of up top and they've got control of their own home hill, right? So like right now, they should be calling out like there's 4 people up top, right? Because they could see that there's 4 people up top. They should still be able to see that there's 4 people up top. And what that should let them know is that obviously when you see 4 people up top, 2 there, 2 there, that means 4 people pushing. 4 people are going to be making a play for the B hill. And it's probably going to be something like the initial where 3 people push up this way and then 1 person comes around and covers like this apple's flank area. So what they need to be doing is they need to be paying attention to that and calling out that there's 4 pushing. And then ideally either rolling back off the hill and letting Splyce basically come into it, or completely abandoning the hill and rotating over to the home. I don't know how many are dead on Splyce, but I only see these 4 people alive. So they should know that there's 1 dead, and if there's 4 people up top, that means they should have a free rotation over the home hill, which would be difficult without smokes, especially because if Splyce takes control of up here, it means that they have basically a wide cone of fire to shoot, range of vision. But it could work to their advantage if they do that. But idealistically, you fall back, and then once you're falling back, like you take up spots like here, here, here. They have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see the 5th one. The white one is a locust or a swarm, whatever. I don't see the 5th one. Maybe he's underneath here. But ideally, like you'd fall back, you'd let them push in, and then you cross them out and because like what they have to do, right, in order to break that hill is they have to push they have to push into your Lancers when you fall back like that. So like you're Lancering them the whole way they're pushing up here. You roll back, you Lancer them all the way if they try to push in or push across. And by that point, they're extremely weak, so there's nothing that they can really do about it. I'm probably only going to review a few rounds of this rather than the whole map. Just because this matchup is not as exciting as some other ones. And I'll do the OpTic versus NV1, both the winners finals and the grand finals for either another stream or straight to the YouTube channel. Blah, blah, blah. That was an overextension by Splyce. They shouldn't have pushed that far. That's like a free kill for eUnited that didn't need to happen. Again, like another person who got caught who shouldn't be caught. Like this guy, Choche right now is doing the thing that the rest of them should have done a while ago. That's the issue. So now we've given control of of B Hill back to eUnited for free. Without any kind of defense. Now we do see them trying to kind of make a push for the home hill, and here's Choche running up by himself, but he's running into a 1v3. He did manage to pick up 1 kill, but that was just because they weren't prepared. And then Adverse, like when Choche fell back, Adverse pushed up, and it's kind of chaotic. See you later, Rupee. The 2 people who we saw earlier managed to push across and take the home hill, so that shouldn't happen. But they all got slayed out somehow. We're missing so much. What's up, Naldo? All right, we're going to fast forward it some into the match. I want to go to second half where it gets intense. Why do you think that Splyce have a hard time rotating? I think that Splyce play too aggressive, like for their own good, which is kind of like the play style of Latin America. But they play overly aggressive. If they could learn to adopt a more passive play style, they would be a lot more successful. Because they're not a bad team at all. That's kind of the problem within itself. They rely too much on the whole clutch up factor. All right, so we're going to start from here. What is it, going into round 8? I mean, sorry, round 10? All right, so on the map, we have ensigns, frag grenades, and now, what? A boom shot? No, boy. All right, we're going to talk about a boom shot. Shit. Really? All right, let's see if we can fast forward a little bit. That might have been too far. Nope. These guys. Oh, I remember this. Oh boy. That's too far. All right, so we're already up top. It's close enough. All right, so we're already up top. So we know each team got ensigns. We know that eUnited grabbed frags. And we've got still, what is that, 3 people? 4 people up top for eUnited? So, oh, here's the other big thing right here. Okay, so it's because it's faded, it's kind of hard to see. The difference between this and this is that this one is capped and this one is not. This is a big like call out thing that a lot of teams miss. It's off the initial. If you see the other team's not capping their home hill, it means they're making some kind of heavy push somewhere, right? Because that means they're literally bringing a man off of their home hill who would normally be sitting there capping it and useless for 5 seconds to a point on the map to force a fight. So for eUnited, like Splyce should be calling that they're not, like eUnited's not capping their home hill. And the fact that they're not basically guarantees them that they're going to win this boom fight because Splyce capped their home hill. And as you can see, one of the United members got into boom already. Now, he should not be as red as he is. And he's demo, so he's going to wall bounce and shit rather than like Lancer. And his team wasn't there to have his back. So this gave Splyce time to kind of catch up and get back up top. And that's kind of where this breaks down for them. Now, luckily, they do manage to win the fight still. But it shouldn't have been like that close. That was a good boom by Icy. And that leaves 5 dead, right? That's why the boom is so important. You have to play for the boom shot, and you almost have to not cap your home hill. And Icy should have one more boom, so you should be able to kill this guy. Good bait by Adenivs. That was a good kill. Okay, so because of that kill, they can keep fighting for the home hill. Where did his teammate go? See, Icy's teammate completely left him. His teammate should not be gone right now. They should have been up there with Icy, maybe in that window right there, fighting for that home hill. As soon as Icy got that kill, they should have been turned around. Because that puts the advantage back in their hands. The first, like the initial guy who could be causing the issue is dead. And it allows them to kind of reset. Now, they did manage to clean it up and win the round anyways. It's just like a really sloppy way of doing it. Now let's take a look and see what Splyce does, because they start making a comeback here and they bring it back to I think like 6-6 or 6-5. But what shock grenades are going to do is shock grenades would stall out the fight at boom shot, which would be interesting to see them put down. Oh, Retro Lancer. Okay. I don't know how they're going to be able to use the Retro Lancer effectively, though. That's the issue. In a placement like that, the shock grenade probably would have been better. The shock grenade would have stalled out the fight. So if eUnited did do one of those things where they try to push early without taking their home hill, then they could have just shocked off the boom shot and then rotated up afterwards. But you can see here, Splyce still capping their home hill, eUnited still not capping their home hill. Yeah, eUnited is playing really passive for some reason. So eUnited didn't cap their home hill and theoretically have an extra member up here and then don't play aggressively on it, which is dumb. They waited for Instance to rotate up top. That's not too bad. Did Excel's died. Tommy's still alive. That's good. Splyce got frag grenades. Because United took so long, Splyce grabbed frag grenades. And then used those frag grenades to push in and take control of the hill. That's going to be Splyce's round, I'm pretty sure. Because they have an extra boom shot. Chochi wasted one, but they should have one more boom shot. Yep, there it is. Right there, he should have rolled into the hill. If he would have rolled into the hill, it would have tapped. Like, if you roll into a hill when it's almost capped, then it'll like activate or start the uncap process faster than if you run straight into it. I think it's something about the way the game registers your movement, like where your actual position is when you're in roll. So even though your physical character is in one spot, I think the game registers your end point as where you're going to be once you reach a certain point in your roll. All right, we'll watch one more round. No, I'm not going to talk about the trade. It'll be discussed in Vision. There's a command for it. All right, this will be the last round we talk about. All right, will Splyce cap their home hill? They are. Why are they capping their home hill? Of course, eUnited's got a really weird setup this time. Like they're paying too much attention to nades, and thus giving up control of boom shot. Oh, they have one person on E. And they didn't get it anyways. All right, somebody go get boom. Like, look at this. Look at this. 2 of them pushed up like that, and neither of them were getting boom. It's such a waste of time. It's so, like, what's the word? Like, ineffective. Inefficient. Oh, that was a dirty snipe, Icy. And Excel's killed himself with boom, but he did get one of them. So there's 3 dead, 1 just spawned, so this should be at least a break. Now it should be a cap. Like, as soon as they get that kill, they should be in the hill right now. That smoke grenade wasn't going to stun him. Plus, he has a guy down there to defend. And that's eUnited's round. So as you can see, like, there's a lot of, even at the pro level, there's a lot of little mistakes that can be nitpicked. So for the next video, I'll actually do like a full map review of one of our, I'll do the winners bracket finals, and then I'll do the grand finals. Thank you guys for watching. This is also going to be the end of the stream, but this will be uploaded to YouTube, so you guys can kind of see, get the idea for what I'll be doing in the VOD review. Sorry that I sound weird and not enthusiastic. I'm still sick.